June 24th. Back to trying to understand what these ground squirrels are doing. Got an Italian thistle seed trying to go down there. Gonna stop that. So now I'm torn. I want to put soil back in there for the sake of the plant, but am I just going to cause the ground squirrels to start the whole process over and possibly even cause more damage? Am I interfering with something that's even good? You know, I have to weigh the gardening instincts, or the most basic, like elementary stuff that we've learned as humans about soil is good for roots, over whether or not nature has a plan that I don't understand. I came over and looked at the Santa Barbara daisy, and as I was watering it, I realized there are recesses under it also, and of course freaking Italian thistle seeds all over the place. Yeah, they're doing it to this plant on both sides, but the plant seems to be okay. You know, they didn't dig it up all the way around. This would be an interesting study. This one I did decide to fill in while I water it. We'll see if they dig it back up. And the sunflower is still alive despite the head being eaten off of it. Flower doesn't photosynthesize, the leaves do. And of course the question remains why the yarrow was consumed just a little ways away from here and this one was not. In fact, this one seems to be getting used in some way. And why is this Santa Barbara daisy not being tunneled out underneath? And why does it look so much worse? Maybe too much direct sun. And still got the blue blossom hanging in there. I did set up the trail cam again to see what happened next, and for some reason this camera didn't pick anything up. Fortunately, I set up two cameras. And we have our first ground squirrel now. He spends more time over at this log before coming over. Certainly checking out all the smells in the area. And they are always curious about the smells around the camera. When I see birds picking around, it makes me think about how plants can attract insects, and that's a good thing. Sometimes insects are good for plants, and the attraction of the insects gives the birds a place to hunt for insects. It's all about the balance. Oh, and what is this dove doing? I have seen a lot of doves out there and have never seen them doing that with their wings before. Ground squirrel again, just kind of sitting up there on the log next to the yarrow. All right, getting a little shade. Sun is dropping. We've got a ground squirrel in the background again on that same log. And what's this guy gonna do? He's definitely getting down in there, smelling things. Now there's some digging, but that looks like it's off to the side of the plant rather than under it like before. Oh, what's happening? Every time I see that, I suspect that he's eating, but he may just be sniffing. Okay, ground squirrel's back. We got a skunk checking things out. Here we go again. Right down in the base. Gonna rise up. Is any of the plant actually disappearing? Too bad I don't have that at a different angle. You know, I've seen photos of ground squirrels smelling flowers. Pretty darn cute. I think he's sniffing. I mean, maybe there's a nibble here and there, but let's take another look. Okay, that mouth is open. But I don't know. If he's tasting, it's a very, very minor taste. It's almost like maybe just trying to get more scent by using his mouth in addition to the nose. Maybe they're figuring out if it's edible. But it is supposed to be historically native to the area, even though it's certainly been gone ever since agriculture came in. Got another ground squirrel. Okay, goodbye. And there's the human, which means that is going to be the end of this set of trail cam footage. But so far the plant is still intact.